Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks for everything you're doing, really. And I wanted to say something that I think is, see, I don't want this to seem insulting at all, because I think everyone here is united in awareness, or the goal to increase awareness. So that's the last thing I want to call out that. But I just think that we're talking more about, today we're talking more about effects than causes, or symptoms than, let's say, the actual virus. And I've had a lot of time to think about how to say this in the line, and I know I'm freezing. But anyway, no, I'll try to wrap it up. Basically, we're talking about how we can get the economy back, let's say, up and running, tip-top and what have you, or even reformed. But really, the economy is the sum total of the jobs that none of us really like. So I think the statistic is 1 out of 10 people like their jobs. So that means the rest of the other 9 out of 10 people, we're all really getting up to go to work at jobs we don't want to go to create products that we wouldn't dream of creating, that are all poisonous. Like literally everything in this room is poison. You know, the lacquer, the paint, literally everything. And so, because all of our basic necessities of life are all locked up, starting with our food, and we literally are made of food, if the food is locked up, we are locked up. So we were born into slavery. So all of these jobs, so basically the system ends up where you have no money over here, you have to work a job to get metal and paper tokens called money to buy the food back. Only what you're doing, the goods and services you're creating and how you're creating them, they're all poison. So it's like a death loop. It just, so, you know, to get this hamster wheel back up and running in tip-top condition, I don't think is the goal. I think the goal is to try other systems that are fundamentally different than this system, which starts with not locking up your basic necessities of life. And only then will you have a system in which people are actually working for things they need. Because right now, we live in a system where we all have to convince each other that we are inferior if we don't buy the product that we're selling. And that's just how it goes. So if we have a system where basic necessities of life are kept free, as the 5 billion years of creation evolution has provided them fundamentally free for us, then you're going to have to convince someone to take away their free time to go and work a job. And if that is not as good, if what they get from creating that job is not as good as the free time they're sacrificing, they simply won't do it. But this system that we live in right now, we're all slaves that have to run on this hamster wheel, because at the end of the day, we're all made of food, and the food is all locked up.